Oh, and then I got a rap. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roller Coaster Rider.
Hi, I'm Kay.
I was doing the horse
I
noise.
know, but that wasn't to me. That
Okay,
was for
fine. Okay,
the
fine.
maid of the
You
house.
you can do it to me. I'm Roller Coaster Rider.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
You're no Michael Winslow. Anyway,
I'm not a horse. Yay!
I was able to do it. Anyway, we watched Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks 1973 movie, I believe.
Gene Wilder. Yes.
Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle, Gene Hackman, Terry Garr, Cloris Leachman, some dude with eyes.
Igor.
Yeah, no, Igor.
Igor. I forgot who played Igor. Gosh.
Me too.
He played in a lot of movies.
Anyway, do you want to start the movie review?
Do you have to go to the lumberyard?
That's at the end of the movie.
I know.
Do you want to start at the beginning?
Sure.
Okay.
So Gene Wilder is a professor.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Okay. He is a professor in a medical college.
And he gets asked, like,
By one student only.
yeah, can stuff be brought back to life? He's like, no. My great uncle or
great uncle, great grandfather, or whatever. It goes way back.
My great relative was a delusional maniac, or however he spoke in this movie.
Yeah, he did not want to
This
be
movie had
associated with the experimentation that went on in the laboratory in Transylvania with his great uncles and great grandfather and whatever.
Oh,
And I don't think the townspeople wanted it either.
oh, and in case you're wondering why it's in black and white, the movie was in black and white, even
Yes.
though the stills in the back are in color.
Okay.
So anyway, he gets on a train, and there is a pretty funny thing where it's like, oh, where he's about to like kiss his
Fiance.
fiance, and she's like, oh no, not on the lips. I'm going to a funeral. Nope.
No, she was going to a party.
Oh, I'm going to a party. No, not on the cheeks. I'm going to a party. No, not my hair. I'm going to the party. It's just like,
Don't hug me, my chiffon dress.
yeah, my shirt will get wrinkled. So it's like, okay, whatever. So then there's a pretty funny gag where he blows a kiss, and even she's like, ooh! Like she's Neo.
Trying to get away.
Let's see. What
Didn't
else?
want to mess her up.
Then there's a pretty funny gag on the train.
What, the conductor that keeps saying which city they're going to? And he's like, oh, no.
And then they meet Igor.
Igor.
Well, they say Igor.
But how did they pronounce Transylvania? It was weird how they pronounced it.
Transylvania or something.
So he opens the window like in Scrooge. Hey there,
I haven't seen. Oh yeah, I have.
You know,
no, you're
Christmas
thinking
morning.
No,
yeah.
It's not. It's
yeah, it is.
It's not. No, it's not Scrooge. It's
Yes, it is. Hey
A
there,
Christmas
Mike.
Carol.
Yeah. Well, depends.
You're thinking of the Bill Murray movie that we haven't seen. That I haven't seen, at least.
But anyway, he goes, my good fellow, my good boy, whatever. Is this Transylvania? Why, yes. Can I clean your shoes? Or can I, whatever, your shoes? No, thank you.
Actually, it starts. Doesn't he start doing an accent like? Is that yes? Yes. And then he runs into Igor, and Igor says, "Let me pick up your." Oh, I'm sorry. Let me pick up your bags. So then he tries
to pick up the big bag,
and he can't. So he just picks up the. So then he picks up the small one, and then he throws the bag. Not Igor, Frankenstein.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
Frankenstein.
he throws the bag, and then he finds out that there's a woman in there, played by Terry Garr,
Yes. And Igor
playing
says,
the.
I thought you would be more comfortable in the back. And then she's like, do you want to roll in the hay? And he's like, ooh.
And
And
then
that's all she did was
yeah.
roll back and forth in
and
the hay.
Terry Garr in this movie, I don't know if this is the role she always played, but she kind of played like a ditzy girl.
No, she doesn't always play tootsies. A lot, but not always.
She did in that Assignment Earth.
Was it a Mel Brooks movie?
No, it was an episode of Star Trek.
Oh, whatever. Anyway.
I'm not saying she was like Goldie Hawn on Laugh-In, but she was kind of like a ditzier.
Okay. Well, anyway, they get to the castle, or
Mhm.
whatever you want to call it.
With Cloris Leachman, where every time they say her name,
Go ahead. The horses. For some odd reason, the horses do not like her.
Yeah.
I think there's a secret there.
Let's see what else.
So then he's kind of tired and he wants to retire for the evening, and she goes, "Would you like some hot cocoa, or no? Would you like a drink? No, thank you. Would you like hot cocoa? No, thank you.
Would you like tea?
No, thank you. I do not.
Would you like water?
So then finally, she takes him to his great-grandfather's, great-uncle's, whichever's room.
Yeah.
That has a portrait of him. And she has to, like, kiss it goodnight.
I'm curious as to how far we should go into this movie to talk about.
Why?
Because one of the gags I do want to talk about involves the Frankenstein does involve Peter Boyle as Frankenstein.
In the beginning or towards the end?
The one where he has something to eat and drink.
Oh, that's not the end yet, so
Okay.
that's okay.
There is a pretty funny gag involving the rotating bookcase.
Oh, yes.
And then there's a bunch of other like very quotable lines like I don't know if I can't say because kids might be watching.
Then don't
But
say
it's
it.
like, wake up, you baby!
Yes, after they raised him up to the sky.
Alive.
And the lightning.
It's alive.
So he's like beating him. He's trying to like start his heart beating him, and then he's crying. And,
Wake up, you moronic jerk!
And then finally,
yeah, let's leave that as a surprise. I was going to mention the brain, but I'm not going to.
oh,
So anyway, they find out that he is alive, and he does kind of go out on a rampage. But the scene that I think is funny, and maybe we'll end it there, or yeah, I guess we can end it there. Although I could bring up the
no, you could go all the way to possibly the talent show.
oh yeah, the song and dance thing at the end.
Well,
Or
it
the
wasn't
song and
the
dance.
entire end. The last
But,
quarter of the film.
What is? I apologize, folks.
What is what?
This thing that I wanted to bring up, which is pretty
Oh.
funny.
So he goes out and he's like experiencing life for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and he meets this little girl by a well, and she's taking
No,
him.
no, I'm not talking.
Oh
I wasn't talking
no,
about
I was
that.
building up to it.
Yeah, I just want to
No,
mention this
just-
part.
This is funny.
Okay, fine, you can bring up this part.
So she's like taking a pedal off and saying something. So then she offers him, and he does it, and then he's like, "Arr." And then she says, "Well, just throw it in there." "Oh, it's all gone. Now what should we do?" And then she wanted to teeter-totter, and the parents are going nuts inside the house.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The parents are going nuts. Well, I thought you looked upstairs. No, I thought you were looking upstairs. So they were looking all over for their daughter. They had already boarded the doors, and the window was open to her bedroom. And she's like, sit on the teeter totter. And he's like, ah.
I thought she broke in. I thought she broke into
No,
the house.
no, she flew in the window.
Maybe that was somebody else.
So he sat on the teeter totter, and then she flew into the window her bed.
I know what part I'm talking about.
Her bed.
I'm talking about the darts.
Yeah, into her bed. Into her bed.
I'm sorry.
And she puts the covers on, and then the parents were so happy. So then he moves on to the next place that's playing music.
Is he like blind or?
Yes. Gene Hackman's character. He's been praying to God that God would send him someone to visit him.
So then
and he's blind.
So then the guy, the guy makes some soup, but like, here, hold the.
So he's blind.
So he gives him hot soup, but
and he's like trying to follow the ladle, and it pours onto his lap. Oh, more?
Okay.
So he's like trying to follow the ladle, and he misses each time.
Here, have something to drink.
He broke the mug. They were going to have sherry or.
And wasn't there something with a cigar?
Oh yeah.
What happens with that one?
Oh, he was holding the cigar like this.
Oh, I remember.
And with his thumb up.
Yeah. So then he lights it.
So Gene Hackman lights the thumb, and he's like.
So yeah.
And then he busts through the door, leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
What do you want to bring up now?
What should we? Oh, the arrival of the fiance. No. The show. The show first.
The arrival of the fiance. That's kind of, even though it's PG, more. It is. It's PG-13 maybe.
Oh, but you got to mention.
It's a safe PG-13.
This was a funny movie because Igor.
I liked Gus better.
His hump kept switching shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was funny. He's like, I'm a doctor. I could help you with. Wait. Yeah. Huh? Okay.
I don't know how faithful this is to the Frankenstein lore. I've seen I, Frankenstein, and I've seen Victor Frankenstein.
I've always liked this one.
Victor Frankenstein was kind of boring, and I think it was from the guy who did The Reckoning, Wicker Park, and Lucky Number 11, I think.
Ooh.
Or maybe he did. Yeah, those are what he did.
Okay.
The guy who did Sahara did The Last Witch Hunter.
Okay.
And the guy in I, Frankenstein, I don't remember much about that movie.
I always liked Gene Wilder. So he did some funny stuff. I don't like all of his stuff.
In terms of the Mel Brooks movies that I've seen,
yeah. Mel Brooks really.
Spaceballs is still my favorite.
Maybe. Blazing Saddles, didn't he do that one?
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that one.
You didn't like Blazing Saddles, but I did. So, anyway, we're not going to go too much further.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to check it out. I really suggest. Gene Wilder is so funny.
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. And his wife, Gilda Radner, rest in peace.
He was married to Gilda Radner? I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure. I hope.
Anyway, join us next time on the Hollywood Tours Film Festival when we take a look at a movie Under the Sea.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
More black and white, probably.